What's up, guys? Intelitech Studios here, and today will be another living room vacuuming video because, well, I gotta vacuum my living room, might as well do a video on it. And, per request, not on YouTube, but through request in Discord, not in Discord, on Discord, this 9-amp Bissell was requested because I was basically asked, well, what vacuums out of your vacuum room at your new house have you not used yet? And I was like, well, there's that one shark, the blue shark lift away, the orange Eureka, and then this 9-amp Bissell. And they're like, well, the Bissell. And I'm like, okay. So this is it. I haven't done any sort of work on it. In fact, it still has the original bag in it, so the bag is about that full, and the spigot thing is up there. So, not the spigot, the suction hole, whatever it's called, is up there. So, it still has a little bit of life left in the bag. So, at some point, I'll have to get some style tube bags for this thing, and a belt as well, because this thing needs a belt. I actually think I might actually have a thing of belts. I just haven't pulled this thing apart yet. So it probably isn't going to sound very good because it probably needs some work on the fan or something. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't pulled this thing apart yet, so I don't know what's wrong with it. If anything, it sounds okay. It sounds loud, but I'm not sure if it's loud because there's something wrong with it or if it's just loud because everything that's this old and is a director machine that looks like an Elite knockoff like this does is very loud. Like this thing, the Dirt Devil Impulse, the Eureka Boss Bravos, or the just actual Elites. But this machine actually does sound pretty good in comparison to those other ones, especially to this screaming Banshee, which I never want to use because it's just so painful to listen to. But there is this thing, and of course I'm not going to be listening to it. I'm going to be instead playing music in my earbuds that are plugged into my ears while I do this. So if it sounds weird, again, you know the reason why. I like using these things, but I do not like listening to them. So, Aurora, anybody? So, play that, and we'll go ahead and get started with the vacuuming on this. But I guess before we do that, we'll look at the bottom of it. I haven't cleaned up the bottom of it, so it's going to be dusty and have some hair in it, but that's what that looks like at the moment. So this has someone else's nasty hair and whatever in it, and I'm going to drag it along my carpet because I have no self-respect. Alright, so for the $15 I paid for this thing, here it is. Wow, okay. Well, that's that. It sounds a lot quieter when you have headphones in. But, yeah. Much like a lot of machines at this age, it buzzes a lot. When you're using it, you can feel the whole thing vibrating in your hand. And, again, that could be any number of reasons. That could be the brush roll, that could be the fan, that could be the motor itself. That could just be the air rushing through it. You really never know. At least not unless you, again, rip the thing apart and actually see what's wrong with it, if anything. So, yeah. That's the 9 amp Bissell, known by some people as the Singer. But, yeah. So... Or wait, that's not the model number. That's the... It's kind of cool how, like, the double pedal feature, you know, for it getting lower under furniture, still works on this super old Bissell. And you can really see, like, this plastic is really sturdy. Nice wooden brush roller. Incredibly stiff bristles, almost like a wire brush. Very excellent agitation. You could see the carpet grooming that this machine was able to provide. Very impressive indeed. And then there's the sticker, surrounded by a good amount of dust and material. 9 amps, 120 volts. Model 3510-9. Isn't that nice? Oh, wow. So this has the same serial dating system as a modern Bissell, from what I can tell. 197th day of 1998, if I'm reading that correctly. Well, I know I'm reading that correctly, but maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. But that's how you would date a modern Bissell. So, yeah. So, 1998, Bissell. Very similar to a Hoover Elite or something like that, with the main difference being that the handle is metal, which is kind of nice. It does make the thing a lot heavier than an Elite, so I do still prefer an Elite, even though this actually has better build quality from what I can tell, at least in that aspect. Which is funny, saying that a Bissell is built better than a Hoover, because that's almost never the case. Not that that's always a mark on Bissell. Sometimes the advantage is that... Oh, wow. Did that just crack? Or was that already like that? Oh. I didn't notice that. Ooh. As soon as I just praise this thing for having better build quality, it immediately cracks right along the base of the housing. Ooh, that's not good. Oh. Yeah, that's like from putting the pressure on it. I could probably just glue that back into place. That's not too bad. It's not actually cracked off. Oh well. Yeah. I'm honestly debating keeping this thing, and not just because of the crack. But it is very nice. It is very interesting, for sure. It's definitely an interesting machine. I'm sure out of a lot of the Bissells in my collection, this is easily the one that most collectors would immediately go for. Just, you know, because, well, it seems like a more collectible machine. Ew. Ew. That's the first time I flipped that up. Maybe that's a no. Is missing the hose and all the attachments. But still, did a surprisingly good job. So that's the 9 amp Bissell. Also, I don't know if it's missing something up here or if this is supposed to look like this. It feels like there's supposed to be like a cap or something up here, but I could be wrong about that. Again, if my voice sounds weird, it's music. Anyways, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. I was going to try to go over this with another machine and see if it picks up anything, but I kind of don't feel like it, honestly. But, yeah, so that's the 9 amp Bissell. Another thing I do like about this machine is it's got this lovely little carrying handle right here, which is nice. Good center of gravity. Very nice to just kind of pick it up by it. Seems sturdy enough. It's definitely plastic, but screwed into the metal handle. You can definitely hear that. Kind of like the brushed aluminum. But yeah, so that's the 9 amp Bissell. And that's the living room cleaning with it. And yeah, so oldest Bissell in my collection for sure. And yeah, definitely an interesting machine nonetheless. Maybe I should do a video comparing this to the Soft and Light and the Impulse. But definitely shouldn't lean it on its front after that excursion. That's not all that pleasant. I'll have to look, or I guess I'll have to look earlier in this video and see if the crack was already there, and if I just didn't notice it, or if it actually cracked just now. I really hope it didn't crack just now, because obviously now if I want to sell it, then yeah, that's going to be a problem, because that's going to crack more. Oh well, maybe I can take this hood off and just glue it or something, because I doubt I'll be able to find a new hood for this thing. Anyways, whatever. So this is the $15 9 amp Bissell model, whatever model number it showed earlier. Again, I forgot what it was. But yeah, so I guess you just call this the Bissell upright, or just the 9 amp Bissell. Anyways, this is Intelitech Studios signing out with yet another video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.